Welcome back, dedicated architects of alien worlds, to Planet Crafter, Prime vs. Selenea. In our last chapter, Breaking the Barren, we witnessed the incredible transformation of Prime as it achieved its blue skies. And then, after a monumental effort, we finally brought water to the surface of Selenea. Today, we're embarking on a journey towards a significant milestone for both planets, the halfway point. This is where the landscape fundamentally shifts and you truly start to feel like you're building a home among the stars. This is Chapter 4, Halfway to Habitable. For Prime, our mission is to reach the flora stage. This means going beyond just moss and seeing the first true plants, grass, and even small flowers begin to emerge, radically changing its barren red surface into something vibrant and living. On Selenea, our equally ambitious goal is to achieve clear sky. While Prime has already seen its blue sky, Selenea's atmosphere is still dense and hazy, even with water present. Will reaching clear sky dramatically improve visibility and make its unique lunar landscape truly shine without distortion? As before, these milestones are distinctly different in their requirements and the challenges they present. I'll be showing you my full progression on both worlds, tackling the resource demands and the build strategies required to hit these crucial benchmarks. For this pivotal chapter, we'll be grading each planet on resources. Did I have enough, or did I struggle? Progression. How difficult was it to keep making progress? Entertainment. Was I always busy, or were there moments of waiting around? So strap in, we're aiming for verdant landscapes and crystal clear skies. Let's push these worlds to their halfway points. The goal today is to get to the flora stage. We got a long ways to go. We got a lot of things to do, a lot of things to unlock. We're going at a pretty good pace, but let's get going. Let's get it started. Let's get ourselves, get some flora on this planet. And we're back. And look at us. We're nearly there. We're absolutely flying. We just got a launch platform. It means we can send rockets up when we're ready. We're not ready, but we are ready for some clouds. We're ready for that to churn to our next stage. It wasn't really much of a problem. As you can see, things were just flying rather quickly. And now, let's do it. Let's hit that next stage. Boom. We're working on rain. There you go. We've got clouds in the sky. Let's get to rain. There we go. Just about to reach the next level, which is next stage, rain. Things have gone rather well and rather smoothly. There we go. Now we can start collecting water. Hopefully it'll rain. That'll be nice and on time. But some of the things I've got now, I've got food growers. As you can see, I've upgraded my heaters up to, what is it, T3 now? Yep. I've got a T2 crafting station. Outside here, I've managed to get a T3 veggie tubes. And we've got this nuclear power plant T1 reactor. I can do the next level of drills. Oh no, those are the next drills. That's the best I can do. Sorry. But as you saw, we can start collecting water very soon, which will be great. And moving on to the next stage. And that next stage will be liquid water. Just what we always wanted. I haven't done much, but look at this. We are nearly there. Liquid water. Just what we always wanted. It's a great stage. Funny name, but great. And boom. We're going to be heading into the lake stages. So what have I done? I have actually had to deconstruct one of these heaters. I'll tell you why. And that is because I needed stuff and things. I needed more power, and I needed some abilities to build things. So I got the build more power. Right. Let me start at the beginning. I needed more power. I needed uranium. I went out and I got some uranium. There's only so much uranium you can find on the ground. I needed more uranium. So what do? You build a rocket launcher. and I launched rockets. I've got uranium. I got enough to make as many of these as I need to. It's not a problem. Then I needed some to be able to make some rockets, which require iridium. So I had to send up rockets to get iridium, which I haven't done yet. That's where I'm at. I was able to build one of these atmospheric water collectors, which is always good. And I started moving my base over here simply because I know that up on that rocket's going to get a little bit tricky to keep expanding. And I figured, you know what? Now's a good time to start expanding. Having said that, I decided that I'm going to try to link my base, this new one, and deconstruct all that up to this, so everything is kind of on one level. It'll be interesting. And that's where we're at. So we've got a long way to go to get to our next stage, but we'll get there, and I'll bring you back when that's all done. Things are going quite well. I'm having a good time. It's so smooth, so easy, so straightforward. So many things just pop and ready to go. Oh, I've upgraded not my backpack, but my oxygen tank. I need to upgrade that. And I have got myself a little pinning thing, so that's always good. And we're back, and just like that, we've hit the new lake stage, going into the moss stage. Took a while. It was quite a grind, but that's okay. We got 2 more stages to go. As you can see, I have moved my base. I'll show you around. We've got our water collector here. We've got the, well, I don't know, it's T2 now. T2 nuclear reactor here. I got another one on the side. I've connected everything because that feels really cool. So there's my rocket launcher. I have also built myself my little rover station and a rover. I cannot build the add-on to the inventory yet because silk is a real problem. Also, let me just run you through my base and I'll show you what's going down, and then I'll show you other things I got around. Put storage over here, and I got my heaters and my constructors here, crafting stations. Next up here, we've got all our food growers, and we've got our little bio lab here, so we can do stuff and things. And then finally, we have the T2 biodome, right? Yeah, T2 biodome right here, making stuff, but mostly oxygen. That's working out just fine. A few other things we've got going on, as you'll see. I've got some grass spreaders. I've got some flower spreaders. I'm working on making some more flower spreaders. I've got an ore extractor right here so we can get all our basics without having to run around. And like I said, I've got more grass and flower spreaders. That's about it. I have not yet gone in any of the POIs, so I've not used those. Desperate for silk because I am so slow. Oh, and as you can see, I've built a jetpack. Awesome. Well, there you go. On to the next grind, which is getting myself to, where am I? The moss stage, and then we'll work on getting to the flora stage, and that will be it for Prime. There we go, 99%. Nearly at the moss stage. There's green everywhere. I'll show you in a minute. Yes, I'm dying of hydration, but I'll live. Let's just hit that magic stage, and then we have one more stage to go, and then we'll be finished with this episode. Boom, there you go. We have made it to the flora stage. Look at all the green that's everywhere, the moss, everything. It's beautiful. I'll show you the changes that I've made, starting with my little rover. I found some cloth and was able to increase the storage. What I actually did was there is a cave out that way where there are some graves and things like that, and you can get some of the starting equipment. I managed to get myself one of these agility boots, and then I broke it down and got the the cloth from that, and that allowed me to update that. All good. I have also now upgraded all of my flower spreaders to T2. They're all done. I've gotten rid of all of my is it T3? Let's see, T3. Yeah, T3 drills up to a T1 single T4 drill, because 5 of these, because that's what I had, puts out what? That's 85 pressure a second. One of those puts out 459, so it was worth it. As you can see, I'm working on getting a second one. I've also put this optimizer because somehow I found a pressure multiplier fuse out that way. Where was it? Yeah, somewhere out there in a blue crate, which is unusual at this stage. And now we have a gas extractor. Look at that. Anything else? Let's see. I think everything else has pretty much stayed the same. I put some rockets up in the sky, some plant rockets, a couple more, those ones that bring iridium and the ones that bring down the uranium, and that's about it. It was a long grind, and there wasn't much I could do to make it go any faster. But here we are. Okay, on to our next stage. I believe the next stage, that is Flora, is 500. Yeah, 550. There you go, somewhere around there. And that screen is really super important. And hopefully I'll be able to make another one of these to keep the pressure going up to get the T2 drill. T2 is very, very important. And get my T4 heater soon. And then we'll be moving into a lot more of the plants, which is probably after the next stage of Flora. So, all right, let me just get on with it and I'll bring you back. Oh, it's raining outside. Couldn't look more beautiful and green on Planet Prime here. We are at 99% into the Flora stage. There we go. About to hit it. It was fairly easy. There you go, DNA manipulator. There were a couple portions that were just dragging on just because I don't have anything else I could have done, run around, but for the most part, it was exactly as it always is here on Prime. Just steady as she goes, get things done, spend your time exploring, enjoy it. All right. Kicking it over to Selenea now. Here we are on Selenea. Oh, it's a different beast altogether here. We got to remember where we're at. We are in the vegetation stage, or water cycle. We're heading to the vegetation stage. It's a long way to go. 1.5 GTI. And clear sky is our ultimate goal, which is 20 GTI. These are some long gaps between different stages. My criticism here, before I even get started, is that if you're going to have such few amount of stages on one map, right? This moon here, I have no problem with that. But if the map is smaller, you spend less time exploring. So you need more things to do in between waiting for different stages instead of just kind of getting the job done. I know that this map was built so that way you brought stuff over. You're not supposed to. Well, that's a good word. You're not supposed to spend a lot of time here because you will have had advanced technology already coming into it and you can pop through the stages fast. But if you're going to select it as an option or provide it as an option to start, then you need to give thought about how people are going to work through this as a fresh start. And I don't think developers did that. I think they only counted on people doing it right from either Prime or Humble, not starting here. But hey, we're going to get through it. We're going to continue on. I've got a bunch of things to do. Let me bring my brain back around into Moon Selenea mode, and then we'll develop a plan of where we're going to go. And we're back. And what I figured we can do now is take a machine optimizer, put it in there, put in this pressure multiplier. It should really help. Let's go check and see how that's working for us. I mean, the numbers are still flying up. Pressure is still going quite quickly. Biomass not as quickly. And heaters, we can't do anything until we get there, which means we need to keep pushing our oxygen up. It's going at not a bad rate, but not as quickly. I mean, we have one of these. If we can generate another one, that would really help. Then we're back, and I decided instead of building another one of these, I know my base looks horrific. I'm going to build another optimizer, put it there, shove the old oxygen multiplier in there. That should work for that. I'm actually going to get rid of all those. Just let that sit out there by itself. Let's go take a look at our oxygen. Let's also make sure we eat and drink so we don't die. Drink, eat, and done. Okay, oxygen, how we doing? Oxygen, ooh, it's really starting to move up now. Look at that. So that keeps moving up. That's going to allow us to keep moving these heaters up as well. All good thing. But we really need to kind of get to a stage where we can grow food faster. And that means plants, but I don't know when insects arrive at what stage, so we've just got to play it by ear, but let's just continue on. And then we're back, and we just hit 50% into the vegetation stage. Things are rocking and rolling. We've got a bunch of things to do. I mean, you can collect all here, but I'll show you what I have done and what we're about to do. There isn't much I've done in the base because there wasn't much to do. I have unlocked, however, where is it? It's there, the food grower 2 and the ore extractor 2. Not sure the ore extractor is of much help, but we've got it. I think there's better, no, yeah, nuclear. This is T1 or T2? We are at T2 here, right? Yeah, those are T2. But I started building a base, as you can see. It's that time where it's time to start doing it. Just getting myself a little bit more organized. As you can see, not much here yet, but there will be. And we'll just crack on. I mean, we don't have any tree spreaders. We can do T2 algae generator, which is good. And we could do rockets. We can do some rockets that I wasn't able to do before. I'll go over to the rocket zone and I'll show you what I mean. And we're back, and here you go. So I can now do a plant rocket, which I don't think I have done, but I can also do a seed spreader. So we've got plants and oxygen that we can start increasing. I think I've got, yeah, this one, orbital screen information, which is super helpful to tell me what I've already done instead of me trying to guess. And literally, this just unlocked tree spreader. So our biomass is really going to start picking it up. And I don't think, based on the speed at which everything is going, it's going to take too long to get to that first stage. Well, the next stage anyway. And we're back. And here we go. We're about to hit the vegetation stage. Boom. Nice one. New blueprint. Growth. Multiplier fuse. Not that we can make one of those babies, but here we are. Moving into the clear sky stage. Not much has gone on. I have sent up a map information market and made this completely useless without the GPS satellite blueprints, which you have to get by discovering them. I have made a compass. Can't believe I've not made a compass. So I can kind of sort of direct myself to different places and figure out where I have been and where I want to go. So it's just mostly status quo. A lot of things are reliant on chicken nuggets. I can't make chicken nuggets without any mushrooms. I have no mushroom seeds. None. Look, where are we? Here. Look at that. No mushroom seeds. Don't know why. Usually the bean seeds are hard to find, but nope, not today. Ooh, this is an unusual meteorite thing. I don't know what that is. Hopefully that is some osmium, but you know what? Let's wait for this to land and I'll figure it out. There you go. One's landed right by us. Let's have a look. I assume it's osmium. Oh yeah, good stuff. Like osmium. Well, I'm just going to go around looking for blue crates, looking to see if what osmium fell, and I'll bring you back when there's something more exciting to do. But we're on our way. I think we need to get to 20 GTI. Yikes. And we're back. I found a pretty cool place. Can't show you on the map because my map's not up, but you can see kind of where I'm at. Look at all the osmium that's here. Pretty cool. See it all over there. There's also, if you look close enough, aluminum. An absolute ton of aluminum. I can't believe how much aluminum I have. Still, I have not found myself any mushrooms. I'm going around. It's pretty cool out here, but I think I'm reaching the edge of the map. So, just, yep, ugh, that's not good. I'm just going to keep on looking. Mushrooms, mushrooms, where are you? Check this out. There's still an area filled with ice. I thought all the ice had melted. It says at 20. So this must all get revealed when I get to the next stage. That's pretty cool. I thought it was all done. I don't know if that's a cave or anything, but look at all that ice out here. And in case you were wondering, I still have not found any mushrooms. Is this going to be the lucky mushroom one? Oh man, wouldn't that be cool if I just suddenly captured that? But nope, no mushrooms. Check out this area. Don't know if this is like something that's under the ground, but it's cool. Is it like kind of a, I don't know, place to catch water? A dam, so to speak? I don't know. But that's pretty cool. It's got this, got that. There's a crate. Come on. Oh. All right, well, you never know. But over in the distance, there is some sort of thing that's all frozen. All those domes frozen in the ground. I don't know if I can get in there or not, but trying to avoid all the POIs for now. Just looking for blue crates to solve my problems, and so far the blue crates do not love me when it comes to mushrooms. Look at those domes. Pretty cool. Now it's this blue crate. Where'd you go? Are you going to be the one? Be the one, please. Oh, of course not. Here's another one of those things that in quarantine activated. I didn't get the chance to see what it said. Right, doors won't open until oxygen reads 1.00 ppm. Okay, and we're back. And I've just hit the halfway mark, 50% into clear skies. Things are starting to move a bit faster. I've got a new T3 agility boots, makes me go faster. T2 jetpack, air filter, which is good, just kind of makes air last a little bit longer for now. And a map microchip, which is good. I still can't find any place to gather any sulfur. Sulfur's holding me back, but I did find this. Hold on, look for it. Look. Yeah, that's right. I'm growing one mushroom at a time. I'm up to 3 mushrooms. Wow, incredible. What else have I done? This is the remainder of my moved base. It started off good, hit a rock this way, and it just went crazy. So it's just as bad as everything else. But I now have an incubator and a DNA manipulator thing. I'll show you what I did with those. I've moved a few things up here. As you can see, the biolab is here. Over here, I just got this big blank space, except for my T2 biodome, which is working okay. Love the inner stairs, always my favorite thing. Now, I made this screen, as you can see, so I can look around. But the portable map one is really cool. I've got these heaters going. That's a spare T2 biodome is just there to try to generate some extra oxygen. I'm going to knock that down in a bit. Over at my rover, I now have the unlimited oxygen feature. Oh, what a blessing. What a blessing that is. I've got 4 drills here with one of these in the middle optimizer. It's working. I am still struggling with water because of I haven't been able to make my water collector, which now that I can possibly make some bio nuggets, that'll be cool. I've got tree spreaders. I've got one over there, 3 over here. They're working. They're just a T1 versions. They're okay. And we're getting some trees going everywhere. Sulfur really is the biggest holdup for me right now. Mushrooms as well, but I'm working on that at least. But I can't get any more sulfur without breaking things down. Oh, speaking of which, I'll tell you. Butterfly dome, as you can see, it's really helpful. But the T2 recycler I had, I got rid of it. It is the most useless thing on the planet. You have to wait and wait and wait. And unless you're going to feed things in it that you know you want to break down every single time, I can't see what it's used for. But hey ho, we've got this. It's fast and it's easy. I like it. Oh man, there you go. T2 spreaders, tree spreaders, that's fantastic. See, so things are starting to move now because of adding insects. And that is about it to where we're up to. I wish I could ask you guys where sulfur is, but by the time you guys see this video, I will have sorted out most of my sulfur problems. I know, from reading of course, that if I get this baby, I can place it anywhere. I haven't had a chance to put this down because I am at the edge of my power situation. As you can see, I'm generating that much. I have that much. I can do that, but I can't create pulsar quartz and I have no pulsar quartz. There could be some in the POIs. I'm saving POIs for another video. That's why I'm not going in there. I am just emptying any blue crates out in the wild. So we are getting there. So there you go. That's what we're up to. I'll bring you back when we're close. I mean, I don't think it's going to go too badly, as you can see, because insects are really going well. Once we can get a version of our butterflies, it'll be great. Found 2 larvae once. Not found any more. I don't know why. I don't know if that's intentional. Ooh, that big orange thing. But this is what it is. Right, I'll bring you back when there's something exciting to see. I think this is something I've been waiting for a long time. Is this a pulsar quartz drop meteor thing? I think so. Wow, I could really use that because I could really use some better power. Wow, it's super slow. It's going to land in some awkward place, isn't it? Of course it is. All the way up there. Why, thank you. No. Are they all going to roll down and fall in the water? Nope, they're just going to land in... Oh, that one's going in the water. The rest are up there. That one's going in the water too. Yep. I need how many? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if I can get 5. Ready? Geronimo! And there's one just hanging on the ledge. How dangerous. But we're up to 3. Right, I'm on this ledge here. There's 1. Oh, it's a whole bunch of them right out there. Wow. That's great. Oh man, that's awesome. How many did I get all together? What? That's 5. That's 10 of them. That's great because that means I can upgrade my power to 2 of those. And 2 of those that generate 1485 versus 385. So it's nearly 5 times. Wow. Okay, let me get to work on that. And there it is. We have made clear sky. Sorry, I missed it. I was out and about when it dinged. Should have been paying attention, but we made it. What things have I done? I've got a water filter now, and I had to go through a bigger exoskeleton thingamabobber in here. There's not much else that I have done. As you will have seen, I created these new nuclear fusion, is that what they're called? Nuclear fusion? Yeah, generators, and put this optimizer next to it, which worked out brilliantly for getting power. I have upgraded my T1 tree growers to T2, I wish, T2 tree growers. And because resources are so scant for the things you need and abundant for other things, I had to take out the tree I had, take it back over there, recycle it, and then bring it back here to upgrade these trees to this level. It worked out. And as you can tell, we are moving along. One last thing I had to do is, we can grab water now, remember that. Beautiful. Is that I found a rare insect larva. There's so few larvae right now. I'm struggling to find it. What I had to do was I took one of my butterflies and I had to recycle it. And then I made this. So we're at 230 on that one and 175. You can see the different butterflies. And that made a difference because we were really rocking and rolling on the biomass, which pushed us higher. We need more insects. We need more meat. We need sulfur in the worst way, which means we need to get to the next level of our ore driller. I did upgrade one of those ore extractors over here. So we've got this original one doing all that stuff. And then I got this one, but it's still only doing iron. I don't know if there's a particular place to go get sulfur. I can't seem to find it. But we'll get there because even on the map, it doesn't say. We can go look at the bigger map and see if it's now showing up, but I doubt it. Yep, nothing there. I tried. That's okay. Oh, another thing that I did is I put 5 seed spreader rockets up and 5 pressure rockets up because I'm trying to push the pressure up to get to that. That's going to take a long time. But hey ho, if we can manage to get this, we can really turn that up a little bit more. But now I'll hand you over to the guy that scores. He's a pretty cool guy. I like him. And see how we did when it comes to Prime versus Selenea. All right, terraformers, we've pushed our world to the halfway points. Prime is greening up with flora, and we aim for Selenea's sky to be clear. It was a journey filled with both progress and a few self-imposed challenges, and now it's time to see how both planets fared in this pivotal chapter. Let's break down our experience using the 3 categories for Chapter 4, halfway to Habitable. First, resources. Did I have enough? Or did I struggle? This category truly put my choices to the test. On Prime, I mostly had enough resources. While there were certain demands, I found the necessary materials relatively accessible, and I didn't struggle too much. Prime's generous resources continued to shine here. However, on Selenea, it was a different story, and I have to admit, I made life much more difficult for myself by not going into any POIs. That choice and the lack of mushrooms and sulfur really held me back. Selenea demands a more methodical approach to resource acquisition. My self-imposed limitations certainly highlighted that. For resources, Prime earns the point here. Its overall abundance and less specific early game bottlenecks made for a smoother experience. Next, progression. How difficult was it to keep making progress? For progression, both planets actually offered a surprisingly similar journey in terms of the flow of unlocks and upgrades. You build a certain number of heat, pressure, or oxygen generators, and the next tier becomes available. It's a clear path. However, Selenea's progression felt like it hit a significant wall until I could reliably start making insects. This is likely because the overall terraformation level required for Selenea's clear sky milestone is much, much higher than that of Prime's Flora stage. That higher bar meant that the periods between major unlocks felt longer, making the progression slightly less consistent until I hit those key insect production tiers. Even so, the methodology of progression was similar. You always knew what to do, even if doing it took a little bit more time or resources. Given that, I'm going to award a point to both for the clarity of their progression paths, acknowledging Selenea's higher overall requirement. And finally, entertainment. Was I always busy, or were there moments of waiting around? This is where the experiences really diverged for me. Prime has so many more stages and a rapid succession of unlocks that it truly keeps you engaged. There's always a new machine to build, a new resource to find, a new visual change to chase. However, even on Prime, there was still a portion that had me just waiting for certain items to become unlocked without much to do. On Selenea, this issue was magnified. As I mentioned in the video, this planet clearly wasn't designed to start on, and I'm not entirely sure why the developers gave players that choice without more early game tuning. If the map was bigger or had more immediately accessible varied biomes, this wouldn't be too much of an issue. The slower progression to those major milestones, combined with my choice not to explore POIs, meant there were noticeable stretches of waiting for progress to happen, with less active engagement. And honestly, a point of significant disappointment for Selenea in this category is reaching the clear sky stage did not bring about any truly clear skies. The visual impact for such a significant milestone was minimal and honestly quite disappointing. You'd expect a dramatic reveal, but that didn't happen. This really dampened the excitement of reaching such a crucial point. For entertainment, Prime, with its more frequent and visually impactful rewards, takes the point. So for Chapter 4, halfway to Habitable, Prime wins. This chapter has really highlighted the different design philosophies of these two worlds. While Selenea offers a unique challenge, I do think the early to mid-game pacing feels less optimized for a starting experience. And frankly, the lack of a true clear sky visual payoff felt like a missed opportunity from the developers. But what did you think? Did you find Selenea's halfway point a bigger grind, or do you appreciate the added challenge? And were there parts of Prime where you felt stuck waiting? Let me know in your thoughts in the comments. In our next chapter, we're going for something a bit different. We're going to finally explore those POIs in Prime vs. Selenea Chapter 5, Loot and Lore. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss Chapter 5, and thanks for watching, and as always, happy crafting.